Hey guys, Invi here. Just wanted to leave a little update for you. It'll be in the comments, but it's going to explain why the videos took so long to come out, what to expect from the next batch, as well as wanting to hear your guys' comments about the videos and about Hidden Side in general, since this is actually part of a bigger project that I'm working on. Other than that, there is one thing to note on top of those things, and they'll all be in that one comment, so be sure to check it out, and enjoy the rest of the video. Sorry it took so long, and thanks for waiting. Ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play. Geico Gecko.
Oh yeah.
I got it mixed up.
Douglas, focus! We gotta get in range of our phones!
Oh, schmoes, you keep relying on technology too much.
Boomer.
Come on, Douglas!
All right.
Nice! Get him!
Get him, boys.
Almost.
You better hightail it out of here. The lady don't want to be stopped.
Ooh.
Man, they got away!
Huh, bet your fancy phones can't do this.
Douglas, wait!
Big air, boy.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Loop the loop. Oh. Yeah. That's how physics works.
Totally.
Convenient.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing with fire, kid. That's why they call me El Fuego.
Oh. Name drop.
Oh, right. Let's do this old school. Darn you varmints!
Oh my gosh.
Heck yes!
Oh man, we are way off course. Well, I tried my phone, but can't rely on technology, kids.
What? That's a phone? I thought it was a calculator.
This selfie stick is terrible.
The only game is Snake?
How are you supposed to text with just numbers?
I remember those
Press
phones.
them multiple times just to
Yeah.
spell a word?
This phone is almost as old as JB.
Whoa. The unpardonable sin.
You know?
So, that one is much more clearly the Douglas Elton El Fuego stunt truck episode. More so than any of the other parts where you see it. That was a fun one. That one's like the complete focus on him, getting to confront the bad guys. It takes place in the Barren Canal, which gives that Wild West, like the Old West look, which reflects him being such a boomer in this episode. But the old cell phone part is pretty funny. Oh, I just took a picture.
Yeah.
It was very odd to see the Lego revolver mold. I haven't seen that in a while. The biker was holding it at the beginning, and it was lying next to him at the end.
Oh man.
Because,
Throwback.
I didn't, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's odd to see it in anything, and specifically a Lego video. But that was nice touch that they're using those type of molds for the minifigures, not just something like the bacon that was still very disturbingly large.
Thick bacon.
This episode was fun though. I liked
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Physical comedy when he tries to dive through the ghost. Well, tackle the ghost, but he misses because he's, hollow.
So that's interesting because remember when we were talking about
Yeah,
that he
obviously,
stepped on the tentacle earlier in the show.
I was like just thinking about that. I think it's because like those two bikers were like actual people that were gloomed and then thingy with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting consideration. Abby, what do you think?
I mean, I enjoyed it and I find it funny. I think that like that's kind of just how it is with this show. It's a lot of like, yeah, it was funny, but you can't say a lot about like anything else, you know? Like there are things within the world that don't make sense if you like really think about it, and then the characters are kind of they're funny, but they're also there's not a lot to them.
Yeah, of course.
So
Definitely.
it's a lot of just like, you know, laughing at them doing silly things, but then that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I definitely like we're through 7 episodes and the pilot so far. I feel like it's still on that. We're never gonna get beyond like here are the characters, just take it and run with it. But I'm glad that they get these episodes where they get to focus on the character for a little bit. Maybe it's not development, but at least you get to see them shine, like get to do their own thing. And definitely with El Fuego, he gets to name drop his nickname and all that stuff. So that was a good, once again, plain and simple one. Very short and to the point, but get a little more screen time for the janitor stuntman.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
So, why'd you call us down here?
Please tell me it's so I can try the cannon.
It's a negaton pulse conversion beam, and nope, I got something even better.
Really? It's just a bottle.
On the contrary, kiddaroos, it's a soul artifact. This was a ghost's most treasured belonging. It's loaded with glue.
So, it's a haunted bottle?
It's not a bottle, it's an Erlenmeyer flask.
Today I learned.
Careful, 'cause human
I definitely didn't know the name for it before that.
freeze its ghost, but this one has never been touched.
Oops.
Bruh.
Oh my gosh.
This lab's now belongs to the great Dr. Drool.
Take cover!
Dr. Drool.
Beauty beams have no effect on me.
Now's your chance! Get the cannon!
She's on the far side. Whoa, what a stun. Oh, that works.
Didn't break the chair.
Auf Wiedersehen, Doc.
Bruh.
That took a while to charge.
Douglas, I sleep.
Just get back on your bottle.
It's an Erlenmeyer flask.
What?
Unlikely romance.
Wunderbar.
Thank you. I designed it myself.
Good use of a Tesla coil.
Ew. What is happening?
Ugh, we're supposed to be battling, not flirting.
Oh, right. I fight for Lady E.
Not
Oh.
a fighter, you're a man of science. And so am I. A woman of science.
All these years, I felt my scientific mind was never understood.
I felt the same way.
Oh my gosh.
Bunsen burner,
What is happening?
full power.
Are you a carbon sample? Because I want to date you. I'm sorry, I lost my way. Lady used my scientific mind for her evil plots. She never appreciated me as a scientist. I just wanted to study.
Sympathetic villain?
Wait, who's this Lady E that everyone's always talking about?
Lady E is the reason for Newberry's hauntings. She took over the hidden side. Now she plans to take over your realm. We've worked hard to gather soul essence for her. Now all we need is the light of the next blood moon.
That's tomorrow.
She
Ruh-roh.
is here. Peter, you must stop her, or else Newberry will never be the same
Peter.
again.
Episode 8, we finally get to see JB's lab. It's a bit more fleshed out compared to the starter set. I'm kind of surprised that this took so long for it to show up in the show, considering it's one of the cheaper sets. I would have thought, like,
That
you
would've
know,
been-
considering it's probably one of the more introductory sets to the theme, they would have like shown it off sooner. But you know, that works either way. Doesn't look like JB's lab at all, so you know, kind of cool. It's not like obvious product placement per se, but
Yeah.
here we are. Lady E, she actually is starting to develop. They've hinted at her a few times. She was name dropped in the pilot. There was like another mention last episode. I forgot when I was writing notes. They did say the lady don't want to be stopped. So now it's actually finally coming together that Lady E is actually the main antagonist that we haven't seen yet. How are you guys feeling about that specifically?
I like the jokes, but they get them a lot.
It's very nerdy. I mean,
Yeah, it's my job, bro. But that was a lot shorter, and I think that one was like one of the first to like actually flesh out what the villain of the set was. Actually got to speak more than just a handful of like one-liners,
oh yeah.
which was nice, and it had the most exposition I think of any of the other episodes.
This one actually felt like a character rather than a random bad guy they're trying to beat in the
Yeah.
other episodes.
I agree with that. But I mean, I enjoyed it. It was nice.
Abby? All right.
So,
All right.
like,
Fair
I
enough.
keep thinking about Parker and like a obsession with cannons and something like that.
I
Looks
can't even
stuff like
recite
that.
the name of that thing. Like,
Yeah, I find it funny that like was it the third episode she was able to just say something so like fine, and then this time she's like, it's canon.
Big
But,
gun.
yeah.
This is kind of a strange romance between the doctors, but that never. We're about to face some disappointment from here on. That thing's never gonna happen. But I like that they kind of tried to make him sound sympathetic, like, oh, she takes my work, but she doesn't actually appreciate it, kind of thing. He doesn't sound like he's trying to be a bad guy, but she took over the hidden side and all that stuff. So that was interesting. That's how it comes off at the moment. I like that it's starting to try and transition of a show from just like random bad guy to like, oh look, there's actually someone that's like behind all of this, like, and now you can see from like all the little pieces that they've dropped throughout the other episodes, like there is someone that's like plotting all of this. So I definitely like that it's coming together, and so definitely got one last episode of this first half of the series that we're gonna get through. And then we'll talk about how we felt about the whole thing and then wrap up. 3, 2, 1, play.
Back at school again.
Oh, Lady E.
Oh! She's back! He's back! He's back! He ran off with the essence. Oh, that
The light of the blood moon, ye will soon be free!
Not today!
Get them!
Jack, be nimble.
Jack, be quick!
Ew.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Aw.
Fine, hon.
Hands off the lady!
Where's his legs?
Oh, that was weird. Yeah.
Gotta shut out that moonlight.
Moonlight. Spotlight.
Lady's favorite toy.
What would happen now?
It's his toy now.
And he's
I don't
slobbering
know.
all over it.
Five Nights at Freddy's is back. Oh, now he's gone.
Booyah! Emphasis on the boo.
Ultimate ghost hunting duo.
You're too late.
No!
I can't face her.
Bruh. Coward.
Have you come to play with me? Because you can't stop me! Right on!
That skeleton face. Oh my gosh, what?
God.
That is disturbing. Looked like a giant plant root with a skeleton face on. El Fuego! Oh, it's like a spine, never mind. Oh no!
Douglas? Douglas?
I like that it looks like the Lego cape. Very clearly.
That's a very nice touch, yeah.
Bruh.
Okay, Kitaroos.
Very heavy stencil effect again.
What's happening?
Always said I was rad to the bone.
Douglas? You really are death-defying.
No time to celebrate. I've seen the hidden
No time to
side,
explain.
And Lady E's furious. It's not a question of if she'll find another way out. It's when.
Sounds like we got our work cut out for
Uh,
us.
Alright, we're finally at the last segment of the first half of the show. So we got to go back to the high school. It's just a few-minute brawl where they chase off all the ghosts. The scientist ghost runs off. Lady E gets pushed back. And Douglas Elton manages to come back from the hidden side after who knows how long as a skeleton. So I'm surprised he's still alive. It's pretty cool. I like the skeleton form. The helmet always reminds me of like the racer helmet. So my old Lego.com minifig was a racer helmet and a skeleton head. So it always reminds me of that.
Nice.
But yeah, I feel like it was a nice ending. The last episode, the episode 8, set that up decently well, so it didn't feel like it was out of nowhere to end on preventing the Lady E from coming out for now.
Yeah.
It's just a nice, fun fight. There's not too much to it.
Yeah, I'm glad to see all the ghosts show up again, at least one more time.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of makes it feel...
What about the butcher? Did you see the butcher? No, I'm kidding.
He's not there.
You got the bat with the top half of a Lego minifig.
Dude, that was freaky. I didn't realize he was missing a leg. I thought that was a possessed person at first.
And then he got completely sucked away.
Yeah, so that means it was just a weird fusion of a man and a bat.
Man bat.
Man bat. The Lady E design was very creepy.
Yeah, that was just like a head and a long spine.
That was freaky.
One thing like Hidden Side does well is like main creepy designs for like the ghosts
Yeah.
and stuff.
Once again, the same complaint. I kind of wish we got a lot of these as minifigures somehow.
Yeah, I feel like probably new molds was a problem. Trying to keep it like make the app more appealing because they're like, well, you got to come see the. You know, you want to check out the app. You know, you get to see these cool ghosts. If you already have the ghost minifigs, then you don't get that kind of. You won't care as much to check out the app. But I don't know. It's a fine line. I don't know if they towed correctly when it comes to that. I'm glad they did cave in and bring in ghosts later. Into the sets, but.
I agree.
No, it was nice to see the bad guys again, like one last time. For now, allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, I enjoyed it though. That was a nice episode.
How do you feel about like Hidden Side as like? These are the episodes that encompass the first wave of sets. How do you think they did with like capturing that? Do you feel like they captured the essence of those sets well? Do you feel like that was a good show? How do you feel about this first half that represents the first wave of Hidden Side?
You want to go first, Abby, or you want me to go first?
You go first because I can't think of what to say.
Sweet. I think, back to the thing I said about they don't really feel like Lego sets, sort of thing. Kind of helps. I'm more inclined to enjoy it. And then now it was like between one of the two episodes, I'm like, oh, let me just look at the prices for the Wave 1 sets, see if I can pick up some of them. And I'm like, I might buy the stunt truck. I liked it in the show. And like the minifigures also make the sets desirable. So things like that, it works, as advertising. Show's fun. However, I do wish they were a little longer. and more moments to flesh out the characters.
Yeah.
Because I think maybe the first 5 felt a lot like one-liners or basic traits.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of, a little bit more fleshed out, which is very nice. That's about all I have to say though right now.
That's fair. Abby, anything coming to mind?
Yeah. Well, like I was saying before, was like when we were watching that one episode with that was for the bus and stuff. How like when I first watched it, I didn't realize everything was for the sets because I got into Hidden Side kind of like a bit later down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it was when the second wave came about, and so like I had a thought and now it's gone. And the thing is that the show, like watching it so many times now, like enjoying different people and also just randomly wanting to put on an episode, it does like it's definitely makes me want to like buy the sets, like kind of knowing that they are linked to them in a weird way, like even if they're just like small stories and there's nothing really I don't know, it's like simple stories condensed into like little things that's still like entertaining and it still makes you want to go and pick up sets. That's why I've got so many right now. And like I don't know, I just wish there was kind of more to the characters, because I feel like that would help a lot more with like the interest in them and like I don't know how else to just...
Yeah, no, I think you're onto something there. I feel like at face value, the show doesn't feel like glaring at like product advertisement. Like if you didn't know about the sets, you didn't feel like you were watching a show about trying to market the sets. If you do know about the sets, it does feel like more clear that you know that what these episodes revolve around the toys and not so much the people. But I feel like that's the problem, is like when it's the show itself does a good job of like representing the show, or like the sets. It does a good job of representing the theme. Sorry, I lost my words there. It does a good job of representing the theme per se, but it doesn't generate long-lasting interest in the theme as a whole. So it's like, yeah, cool, there's a Hidden Side show, but I don't really care about the characters at the end of the day. Like, it didn't like keep me like too interested in the story as a whole. It could be a bit better with like giving people a reason to keep watching instead of just watching like a little skit about the set, basically.
Yeah, it's more like the selling point is like, oh, it's funny characters doing things and then spooky ghosts, rather than like making the characters kind of interesting, make you like care more about what's going on when actual like story stuff is happening. Because I'm always finding myself watching all the episodes that are just kind of things like the first few episodes where it's just like them goofing off, but then when it's like story related, I'm kind of like not really thinking about it, like I don't pay much attention to them. It's like I don't know.
Yeah. Leo, any thoughts on that?
Not really. I agree with what you said, Abby. I just wish, once again, the episodes were a little longer. It would have been nicer. Do they increase in the later episodes, or are they always about 3 minutes?
They are always 3 minutes.
Well then.
Yeah.
The only time it's going to go about 3 minutes, the special, whenever it comes out.
So, the show, you get to see the sets, you get to see characters of the characters. You definitely get a feel of the world, but it just doesn't go the distance in pulling you in all the way. Yeah. So that's the one drawback that I felt so far with watching it. I'm just glad that like coming from here, like this is just the starter. You get the idea of the world. The next set of episodes kind of gives you a bit more story overall, I'd say. They definitely did a better job towards the end of what we have so far.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I'm excited for the specials so that we can see a little bit more of that too. So, I guess we'll wrap there. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good with me. That was
So,
fun.
thank you all for watching this section. I mean, we probably go through a few episodes of videos at this point, even though we did this all in one recording session. But I'm glad we got to watch the first half of the Hidden Side show, and we'll definitely get more going on that. Just want to get our foot in the door with talking about it before the special and before Halloween and all that stuff. So, thanks for tuning in. I'm Ton of Ray Invictus.
I'm Leo.
And our guest,
Abby.
Thanks for saying it. But I was not at a lack of words. I was letting you say it yourself. But
I've never done it.
thanks for being our guest on this, and hopefully we'll be back with some more soon. So
Yep.
thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys later.
See you.